I am nosy by nature, and I'm going to assume that maybe you are too. So every Monday, I'm going to hop on and talk about what are my adulting diaries for this week. Because, yes, I love reviewing and giving specific breakdowns and answering questions, but I'm also on my own adulting journey and I need to hold myself accountable. Last month was a big adulting month for us. We refinanced our mortgage, got our estate planning almost done. I'm going to talk about that, and bought a new to us a used car. So what am I trying to tackle this week to make sure that I'm like actually closing the loop and finishing things and not just getting distracted? So the first is I've got to close some loops on our estate planning. So my husband and I used Trust and Will to go online and get our trust and our will set up and all the estate planning documents. But when we were sitting down to sign and notarize, there was one question we had about the power of attorney. So we didn't sign and notarize that. And we also didn't go through one of the healthcare documents just because it didn't need a notary. So we were like, oh, we'll sign this later. We haven't signed it later. So I asked my husband if we could plan to set aside some time this weekend. My family is out of town traveling. So I'm like, can we just let our son watch a movie on Saturday? Baseball is done, sports are done for right now, so that we can just like sit down and get this like for real done. So, one of the other things that goes along with setting up a trust is that we need to go through all of the accounts that we own, like investment accounts and high yield savings accounts, and make sure that the trust itself now becomes the beneficiary so that if something happens to us, the money all flows how we think it should. The other thing that's going along with my adulting journey this week is getting this bad boy set up. Finally got a printer. I don't know how long it's been since I've owned one, but I'm a homeschooling mom. We got programs to print and set up for next year. And there's a couple things that we need to print that are in relation to some like passport things. And I'm just tired of going to the library or FedEx every time I need something printed. So this is a top priority this week. So let's be honest. I work from home, I work for myself, I also homeschool. If I can get this done this week, so basically closing the loop on estate planning done and funding everything for the trust and getting that printer set up, that's going to be a win for me. It might mostly happen over the weekend, but that's the intention between now and next Monday. If you want to use this post as your accountability of something that you want to do that nobody else in your life is going to celebrate, like nobody else is going to be like, yay, Chelsea set up her printer. But you know what? Someone in this community will, and I'll do the same for you. So feel free to shout out anything that you're doing to check off the list in adulting this week.